We're just friends. You've got nothing to worry about, shawty. What's up? What you in your feelings? Can the opposite sex be just friends? The song that comes to mind, but I can't hear the lyrics in my mind. I'm sure there's a song that says, "We're just friends." Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Give you some personal experiences as well, because what is it to give knowledge without your own personal endeavors? I'm going to be a bit controversial and say yes, they can be friends, but no, they cannot be friends. So it's like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm going to clear that up. It's not just a one, it's not linear, you know what I mean? There's many things to bring into the conversation. The reason why I say yes, they can, the opposite sex can be friends, because why not? Why can't the opposite sex be friends? Just friends at that. Why I think they can't be friends, why I think men and females can't be friends, is because when you meet somebody, yeah, this is just my perspective. When a man and a woman meet, right, I feel like we go through a process of like where we place that person in our lives, right? And if you've met somebody like when you was young in childhood and you've just grown together, then naturally, yeah, that is a friend. That's more like family as well. But in this day and age, say you meet somebody over the next 6 months to a year, 2 years, and you become friends with them for whatever reason, you have similar interests, you've met at school, university, work, whatever has brought you together to be friends. I believe that if both of you are interested in the opposite sex, right, you go through a process of where you put that, where you're going to place that person. Now, if the person is attractive, you're going to think, oh yeah, they're attractive, and you know, I like them. Would you sleep with them? Would you marry them? You know, you're categorizing them in your own mind, right? And then you decide to say, you know what, I'm just going to have this person as a friend, because yeah, I might think they're nice and stuff, but it's not enough. The attraction is not that enough for me to want to pursue anything with them on that level. So keeping them as a friend and being clear about that is very important. If on another regard, say the other person, so you've both gone through your category, you've friend zoned the person, the other person has put you in the space where, you know what, they wouldn't mind, you know, that means you're not really friends, whether you're aware of it or not. But that person has a motive, an intention, a want, a need, a desire. They may not be acting upon it, but it's there. You see, now if the two said people then have relationships, right? And then that person, say for example, you're with someone and the guy's like, oh, you know, who's that? And you're like, oh, that's my male friend. Well, you don't need to say male friend, that's my friend. And he's like, well, I don't know about that, you know, don't know about him being your friend. And you're like, what you want about? And he's like, nah. There's one or two things taking place here. Men know men, and also it could also be that that guy is controlling, manipulative, insecure, all of the things, fill in the blank, right? On the flip side, you're with your guy and he's got female friends, and you say to him, I don't know about that, you know. It's because women know women. Yeah, so one, women know women, or two, the woman is insecure, jealous, and just thinking, we don't need this, right? We don't. Right? If you are with someone and you go into that relationship with that person, and that person has had, you meet them with their female friends, or you meet them with their male friends, you're not in a position to tell them that they should lose their friend. You're not in a position to tell them what's going on here. The most you can ask for is respect, right? That's a given. And boundaries to be put in place. Just for the fact of it being like, yeah, it's a female friend, but that whole extra stuff that you may have been doing, I don't know, like, you know, sometimes you can be on the phone to your friend and you're on the phone to your friend for 2 to 3 hours, right? Because you get along, but it is an attraction of the male and female energy. Do you know what I mean? It is, regardless if you're just friends, there's something that draws the opposite sex together, and if you can get along and it feels all the things, it is fulfilling something for you while you are in that connection with the person. If you're in a relationship with someone, those 2 to 3 hour conversations probably won't sit right with the other person. Even if, you know, they're not jealous, they're doing their own thing, whatever it is, it's just like, that doesn't work. It doesn't make sense, right? Because there has to be boundaries and respect put in place. So, but my other argument is this as well, is that why it can't be one rule for the female friend that you have, and it can't be a next rule for the male friend you have. So me as a person now, I'm with somebody, and I've got my female friends and I've got my male friends. Excuse me. And my female friend phones me and like, oh my gosh, Cassandra, I need help with this. And it's like 10:30, 9:30 at night. And I'm like, okay, how can I help you? What do you need me to do? Whatever. And then my male friend does the same thing. He phones me at 9:30, 10:30. And he says, yo, Cass, I need you. All of this stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, what can I do? How can I help? If my partner is more upset that my male friend is calling me than my female friend, there's an issue there. Because to me, you can't then flip-flop with your friendships. Like, there's unconditional love is unconditional love. You get what I'm saying? So if you're connected to somebody and they need you or whatever it is, it's your brethren, it's your friend. Like, if you have to put certain conditions in place, then you have to question the strength, the depth of the connection you have with that person, right? And also, you don't need anybody outside of you and that person, the person you have a relationship with, dictating to you how that relationship should or shouldn't run. Do you know what I mean? Okay. When somebody's in a relationship with somebody and then they meet somebody and they say, oh, yo, this is my friend, and you're already with the person, but you've met somebody new and you say, oh yeah, this is my friend. You like, friend from where? Friend from where? I believe at that point you do have the right to say, friend from where? If I've been with you 4 to 5 years and you're telling me that's my friend, how come I don't know them. When was I introduced to them? How is that person your friend? Enlighten me. You have all right to question the validity. The validity, that is not even a word. You have all right to question the integrity. There you go. You have all right to question the integrity of that connection, because friend from where? From who? From what? You know? From when? And that be all right. Respectfully. If you've been friends with someone for a long time and you get into a relationship, it's also important your friend respects that you're in a relationship as well. And, you know, you introduce everybody depending on how serious you get and that you want to introduce them to your people. You introduce them and it may work out. But I do feel that a lot of the time when people say that they are your friend and it's the opposite sex, right? You've gone through a process of, would I, wouldn't I, you know, and you've decided that you wouldn't, and then you've friend zoned them and you're okay being friends and you work on being friends together. What I will say as well is that I've had guys who have, like, you know, we're friends, we haven't had no intimacy, no nothing, no nada, right? Nobody said anything that they like each other or whatever. gotten into a relationship, them coming like ghosts. They coming like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Me can't see them. Me don't know them again. So to me, I believe that, wow, how genuine was our connection and how genuine was this so-called friendship? Because now that you're with someone, we can't hear from you. We're not link up again. You're not introduce me to your woman, even though that person who's your woman has been someone who's recent, who you've met. Do you get what I mean? Like, if we're saying we're friends and I've been friends with you 3 to 4 years, bruv, like, I'm around in it. So if you have your woman, you can introduce me to her because you say that I'm your friend. You say he's just a friend. There you go. There's the lyrics. Oh, baby, you. Do you get what I mean? So it's something that needs to be addressed, looked upon, and understood. Yeah. And sometimes you can test your friendships, test your opposite sex friendships, and just see. Because at the end of the day, let's call it what it is. If you genuinely believe in friendships and you believe that, yo, that's my homie, yeah, there's certain requirements that come with that you can't have somebody in your life that is presenting themselves as your friend, but they've got other intentions, meaning that they like you, they want to do X, Y, and Z with you, but they're just not making it known, or they're acting as if they're your friend just to wait for the moment where they can come true and, you know, start whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Do you know what I mean? Some men will sit in that friend zone, sit there waiting for the opportunity to get their turn. They will sit there, you know, and that is not a good judge of character. That's not a good reflection of their character, if I'm honest. You know, the most important thing that you should be doing is being honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you're friends with someone and you know that you got feelings for them or you like them more than just a friend, let them know, or don't let them know, but be clear that you're not in that connection with them, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody else, you know. And women also, because women will act like, yo, it's my homie, he's my friend, and then the man gets a woman and they're all salty, they're all catty, they're all ready to be like, you're right, yeah, I've been Jeremy's friend for like 10 years, you get me? And it's like, okay, you know. And to me, it's just people, your subconscious is rattling with the emotions to want to speak its truth, but it's coming out in all different ways. Do you know what I mean? So the more you're honest with yourself, the better your connections and your relationships can be to other people. And when you are in a relationship with somebody and you want to, you know, introduce them to your long-standing friends and stuff, if everything is organic and healthy, then things will flow naturally, you know, and nobody needs to harbor any feelings of like, oh, you're always with so and so, or that person seems to text you a lot, or, you know, like all of those things. It should be understood because that was your friend beforehand. If you go and say you're going to go meet up with John and eat with John, then your man shouldn't really have a problem with that. If you've introduced your man to John and you've been friends with John for like 20 plus years, 10 years, 5 years, you've been friends, John's in a whole relationship with someone, but even then, let's not even go there, because even then, people can be in their relationships with other people and still be attracted to their friends and do the most, you know. So, to be honest, I think the most important thing that we can do is be impeccable with our word and just be honest with ourselves. You know, if you like someone and you know that you don't really see them as just a friend, then you gotta let them know, like, yo, yeah, you know what? No, we're not friends because I have an attraction to you. So until I sort that out, we can't really be friends like that, because I respect that. It's, you know, I want to respect the friendship that we do have to a certain degree. So I need to regulate my emotions and get rid of these if it's not something that's reciprocated or something that both people want to explore, you know. And the same for guys, like, you know, guys, stop sitting around women and sitting in friend zone when really you want a bone. Do you know what I mean? Let's not be false and deceptive, you know. So yeah, that's it really. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh baby, you got what I need. You say I'm just a friend. Ooh, you say I'm just a friend. Oh baby,